Well, on the bench is a TRC-485, which is an excellent little radio from the mid to late 90s. Had AM sideband. You can unlock these a little bit to get extra frequencies. It is basically a legal 5-watt version of the HTX 10, which is just like this radio, but it's a 10 meter. Pretty much same bezel, same display. But you can unlock those, work with the CB radio as well. And I've got a couple of those that I'll be making videos on soon, so I'll show you guys how to unlock them. And might as well do it on this one too, see what kind of extra frequencies we can get out of it. I've already gone and changed all the LEDs in here to a different color. That really makes a huge difference on these, with these glow rings and this big LCD display, so it'll look pretty sharp when it's done. The main problem with this one was the on-off volume control here, which I've just swapped in this aftermarket one. It's a lot like this one for the original, and they're getting a little harder to find, and I had one of these laying around, so I'm just gonna basically take some old legs. I keep all my legs from components I solder on, and we'll solder them through these 3 holes and just kind of bend them accordingly and solder onto the potentiometer. And then we'll give this thing an alignment, see how she looks, see what kind of little tweaks we can do to it. Nothing crazy, but if we can unlock some extra frequencies, be fun. So it'll be a great little radio for someone. Okay, well, we got this soldered in now with our leads here to the main board, and I did the 2 power wires for the switch. While I was here, I also reflowed all of these connections here between the 2 circuit boards. I removed the lead-free solder garbage and put some proper nice stuff in there. Other than that, this radio's looking pretty good. Just gonna take another look-see at it, and we'll power her up and see how she's doing. Okay, so got the front cover back on now. I ended up putting in a new clarifier potentiometer because that was also broken off. Unfortunately, this radio came to me with the 2 broken potentiometers and they were missing the knobs, so I'm gonna have to try and find some matching ones on eBay or something. So while I closed this up, I also did a frequency expansion on this radio. It's now capable of 400 channels. These things open up quite well, just the same way as an HTX 10 will. Don't believe what you read on the internet, because it's possible. I'm actually gonna do a video on exactly how to do that, just to clean things up. Also, I unlocked the clarifier. I'm gonna do a separate video on that too. Somebody, of course, this radio, it's gonna need an alignment. Obviously, I was gonna do that, but somebody has golden screwdrivered it at some point. This board here is meant to be removed because these are test points for doing current measurements for alignments. Specifically, one of them is to do your final biasing by measuring current. So this is meant to be removed. Somebody stuck it in here and got scared and thought it was going to fly away. No, you can lift the whole radio with it. But they soldered all of the terminals onto the breadboard, and that's just completely useless, really annoying. So please don't ever do that. There's absolutely no reason to do that. I am going to do a couple more little quick tweaks to this, but we've got all the insulators replaced, new plastic screws, capacitors have been replaced, and now do a couple little receive tweaks to it, and I want to do a quick alignment on it, hook it up to the scope, and just kind of see what it's doing, because I'm tempted to do negative peak compression mod to it as well. I'm not quite sure yet if I will, but we'll see what it's looking like. Alright, well, there it is, another TRC-485. Just about good to go. I just need to wait for these knobs to arrive, and I'll put those on, and then this thing's good to ship back. And I think I might have another 2 of these in the stock pile, or the queue. I think one of them has a power on issue, so that'll be a much more interesting video than this. But yeah, here we are with all of our different frequencies in here. So this thing's centered on CB frequencies, so I'll be able to go a little up, a little down without going crazy on the SWR. But yeah, it'll be a fun little radio. I love the way the lights turned out. They look a little more blue in the video than they actually are. They're actually pure white, and it looks white in person. So, and they're not at all too bright. It's just perfect amount of brightness. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like if you like it. Don't if you don't. Subscribe, it really helps out, and we'll keep pushing some more videos.